Congress returns to Washington this week after the long holiday recess, and lawmakers already have their hands full. At the top of the to-do list is funding the government before shutdown deadlines in January and February. Congressional leaders unveiled a deal on top-line spending numbers over the weekend, a development that lowered the chances of a government shutdown.
Deliberation can now begin on appropriations bills, and we will be fighting for every dollar.
But House conservatives are unhappy with the deal, and some are even threatening to shut down the government unless they receive substantive border security policy. Two realities that are muddying Speaker Mike Johnson's path to averting a shutdown.
The administration has done next to nothing to protect the border, but we've all seen with our own eyes they have opened the border wide to the entire world.
The vow to shut down the government without border security comes as a bipartisan group of senators working on that issue inches closer to a long-awaited deal after months of negotiations.
Democrats have been willing to engage in good faith, realistic negotiations about border security. We agree the border must be fixed. That is a broad consensus in our caucus.
The talks convened after Republicans said they would not consider Ukraine aid without legislation addressing the southern border.
We cannot do a national security supplemental bill absent dealing with the national security crisis at our southern border.
But even if the Senate group does roll out a deal, there's no guarantee that the framework actually becomes law. House Republicans have been pushing for Congress to enact H.R. 2, their sprawling border bill that cleared the chamber with just GOP support last year. Over the weekend, Johnson would not commit to putting the Senate deal on the House floor for a vote. Aside from government funding and border security, House Republicans this week will focus on their investigations. On Wednesday, the House Homeland Security Committee is set to hold the first of 4 impeachment hearings focused on Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. The hearings will culminate with the panel advancing a resolution to formally oust the embattled department head. Republicans have argued that Mayorkas showed, quote, dereliction of duty in how he handled the situation at the border. Also this week, the House Oversight and Judiciary Committees are scheduled to mark up a resolution to hold Hunter Biden in contempt of Congress. The move comes after Biden, the president's son, defied a congressional subpoena and failed to appear for a scheduled deposition. Instead, Hunter Biden delivered a statement on the Capitol complex.
I'm here today to make sure that the House Committee's illegitimate investigations of my family do not proceed on distortions, manipulated evidence, and lies.